my name is Koku with blackfilm.com, and I'm here with Boris Kodjoe and Nicole Ari Parker, stars of the Lifetime thriller Safe Room. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
It's definitely a pleasure. You guys have had this incredibly successful career, both individually and together. What drew you to this particular movie? What was so important about it for you?
It was just a personal sort of relatability that came with it when we read the script. I was fascinated by the fact that it's a relationship movie set in an extraordinary situation. Mm-hmm. Right? It's about the connection between a mother and her son, and how that connection progresses throughout a 12-hour period. Right? Because special needs parents are very adept in dealing and managing. And this mother had to go from dealing and managing to actually taking her son in order to make it out alive. And that's, to me,
just heighten the stakes.
Yeah, that was something that really resonated, and that was very interesting to me.
I agree with all of that. And also, Boris, I understand that this is your directorial debut as well. So how was that managing the duality of being an actor here and also taking on the director hat? Was that kind of difficult or so easy?
It was kind of brewing for a while, your interest in that.
No, she's asking the double duty, how I manage acting and directing. I think, the part I play, I'm a supporting. I'm in a supporting role in this movie, so it's not the movie. I wasn't tasked with carrying this movie. My wife did that, which infused me with a lot of confidence that the movie was in good hands, and so I could really focus on sort of setting the stage for her. Just giving her the stage to play on, and then just setting her free and letting her do what she does best, and her energy, her skill, her personality is infectious. So when she steps on a set, it has an amazing impact on everybody else around her, which I knew because I've watched her and I've been with her for so long in this environment that I know how she affects people. And so I knew the movie was in good hands, even though it was my first one.
No, Nicole, this was really, really good. It really was. No, and I loved the dynamic between mother and son, and as we were speaking to that. And I wanted to talk about the organization that was helping Lifetime just bring some kind of validity and value to the world, because it's my understanding that Ian's character, he is on the spectrum himself. So you weren't necessarily just casting someone just to cast someone.
Well, he made a really big point to do that. He saw a lot of amazing auditions, and he was really adamant about giving actors who are on the spectrum the chance to step into this role. And Nik Sanchez was just amazing. His skill, his professional skills, his relationship with his own mom, it just, it was a great pairing between Boris and him. And, with all the other considerations with, young actors on set, Boris also made sure that we were very respectful of Nik's boundaries, things that he needed. This was a high stakes film, so there's violence, and then discerning between real violence and fake violence. There's shouting, there's screaming, and I just want to commend my husband and Nik for really making this so believable and taking care of each other. Nik took care of Boris too. He was like, because
the other thing about Safe Room is that there really is a reality to this, and so we are speaking about a child that just needs a special type of care, and that's something that you speak about in the film as well. Like, listen, he's sensitive to sounds or to situations and environment, but it's also just the reality that I was thinking, like, it wouldn't be a bad idea if any of us had a safe room. I mean, it just feels like, and I'm not saying that the world is that chaotic necessarily, but it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
to be prepared.
Yeah.
Just to be prepared for anything.
It's
You
sad,
know?
really,
Yeah.
to have that realization, but you're absolutely right. But I wanted to just piggyback on something Nicole just said earlier about casting Nik. One thing that struck me was, first of all, just on paper, I like representation. I like being able to, set the stage for someone that belongs to a marginalized community, whether it's a person of color or
Women, you had a lot of women on your set too, a lot of
yes,
crew.
a lot of females. Also, it's a matter of giving people with special abilities an opportunity to shine, especially in a story like this. Right. So and Nik is phenomenal, but really what came through is and the key to this was really my wife, because she gave us an opportunity to fall in love with him through her eyes. So her engaging with him, like you said, was so natural. It was so real. It was so authentic that we got a chance to see Nik the way he is. And that authenticity and that vulnerability and innocence came through because of her. Because she made him feel comfortable. He was comfortable in her presence. He loves Nicole. And I think that came through.
Well, I mean, I do want to credit the both of you, because as you said to Boris, you offered him that comfortability of knowing that you truly cared for him. But like you said, with the representation always matters. And this allows him to have even more roles, because very naturally, a lot of times people will just cast someone in anything just because of a name, or they're, again, because maybe the person may not necessarily be on the spectrum either, but to be very specific about that, to know that this person can understand the character better because of some of the things that they're aware of that we may not be in tune, and we're just, maybe I will try and I'm just reading lines and I'm, not really bringing anything to the table per se. So I think that there's value in both of your perspective and how you were able to really hone in on that and see that.
Thank you.
So what's next for you?
Oh my gosh.
I feel like you guys are always have a thing.
I am literally just trying to lay down and you're like, okay, come on, let's go. What's next? More.
You want to enjoy the holidays, right?
Yes. Can we just start with that? Can we just
Let's do that.
Coco, can we just get a Christmas tree, please? Can we just get a tree?
Put some lights up.
Yeah, just have some ornaments and some
tinsel, some
hot cocoa, and just relax for a second, please. Thank you.
No, you guys work hard. I mean, it's fun to see, and I mean, I'm sorry guys, but I'm just the way Boris dotes on you and Nicole's just smiling like, who doesn't love to see
this
that?
a long time. We met working together, so it was fun. There was we actually get along better when we work together.
Is that so? That would be
we met on Soul Food. We met on a set. We met in a professional environment, in the dressing room at 5 a.m, in the makeup chair. Like that rhythm is how our whole friendship started, really. Like.
Yeah. So that's why now at home we have call sheets every day that we print for the next day.
He wakes up and he says, action.
That's hilarious. You see, what's next is a question people love, because then they just start rattling off. You guys are like, you know what?
Nope.
We're not doing that today.
Not doing it. Let's be present. Let's be in the moment.
Yeah,
I heard that.
I really hope that you direct again, because
only if you're in it.
Done.
Only if you're in it.
It was really well done, and I say that with complete sincerity. I really appreciate the film, and Nicole, you are a heck of an actress. You really brought something to the table that you did. I mean, it was really phenomenal. It ain't just Boris saying it.
Making my day. Thank you.
I so agree with you, because it's very hard to use 4 walls for 80% of the movie and still get across the emotionality, the beats, the ups and downs, the suspense, the suspense, the terror, the fear, the hope, all that. It's very hard to do that when you have really nothing to work with.
Yeah,
and that's why I was trying everything to move mountains and schedules for her to be able to do it, because she's the busiest woman on the planet. So I'm grateful.
There were, the reason I'm really appreciating your compliment, and I'm going to take it. And it's really making my day. I'm receiving it because we haven't heard anything.
Nope.
You know, you guys are our first set of interviews.
Yeah.
But secondly, from an actor's
you're the
point of
first
view,
one, actually.
You're our first one.
Very first one.
You know, like the reality was that Boris said to me, babe, we got one take. So a lot of what you're seeing was my one and only take. I didn't get 2 chances. So I spent the next 6 months fretting over if I made the best choice, if I made the strongest choice, or was it in the right pace of the film? Because you're shooting out a sequence and all those things. And I had one take. So the fact that he was able to edit it together and tell a story, I'm very grateful.
I'm grateful that you guys brought this project out, and I just again want to thank you, especially for highlighting Nik Sanchez. I hope to see him in many more projects as well. That's great. I'm sure that was an honor for him to work with you all in the same vein.
We were very lucky with our cast.
Yes. Drea De Matteo, Mackenzie. Yeah, I was gonna say just the casting all around was really good. So there was a lot of
Monica Calhoun. Did you see Monica?
I saw Monica Calhoun. I was like, okay, you guys are bringing it around full circle here. Some of these people are familiar.
Wow, I mean,
she graced us with her presence. Yes, good, incredible.
Yeah, no, I appreciated seeing that. And so once again, guys, here my name is Koku with blackfilm.com. Of course, I'm here at Boris Kodjoe and Nicole Ari Parker. They are stars of Safe Room. It is an excellent film. It's on Lifetime, and it'll be premiering Saturday, January 15th at 8/7 Central. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Coco.
For having us.
Take care. Have a good.
Coco.
Yes, it's Coco.
Coco. Okay.
Thanks,
Happy
guys.
holidays, Coco.
Happy holidays. Enjoy your holiday. Really enjoy it.
We will.
Log off.
Okay. Yes.
If you want to see more content like this on blackfilm.com, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell.